Hey everyone, Brad from Soiking the Drone here. I've got the Hubsan Zino Mini Pro out here at the lake. It's around 9:30. It's New Year's Eve morning. There was an update for the Hubsan Zino Mini Pro. Let me bring that up on the screen here. So as you can see, it's update to version 1.3.9. Improved HDR image quality under the sun. Add EXIF information taken by 48 megapixels. That must be exit. And update image quality to reduce blue. So I did that update already. So we'll go ahead and go back into the app here. Alright, so we'll go ahead and take this guy up and test out this new firmware, 1.3.9. So I did do a compass calibration on this guy. I keep getting this battery has a large deviation. Please be careful when flying. I'm not sure what that means. I did reboot it. It's still there. I'm not sure exactly what that means. See the optical flow sensed me underneath there and moved it over. Let's get back over the landing pad there. Switch into video mode. Let's go into settings. 4K 30. We'll up the bit rate to 147. Let's do 150. White balance automatic. I'll go ahead and leave that on automatic. HDR is on. So we'll go ahead and start recording. You can see it's not the best day. A lot of clouds. It was pretty sunny when I left the house. I don't know what happened. Let's just take it out a little bit here. Drop that gimbal down.
The battery has a large deviation. Please be careful when flying. The battery has a large deviation. Please be careful when flying.
I'm not sure what that battery has a large deviation. Please be careful when flying.
The battery has a large deviation. Please be careful when flying.
So this is HDR 4K 30. The update actually stated that it improved the quality under the sun, which today really isn't the best day for that. Again, this is update version 1.3.9. I think since my last update video, which was 1.3.7, I believe, this is the second update. There was an update to, I believe it added some kind of AI circle mode. So we'll test that out. Let me bring that gimbal up a little bit. Sure, everything looks pretty blurry because of there's no leaves on the trees and it's a kind of a cloudy, crappy day. But I wanted to get out here and fly just to test out this new firmware. So I don't know if that's a bug with this new firmware, with this large battery has a large deviation. I'm not sure what's going on with that. So there's some video in the HDR 4.K30. Let's go ahead and stop video. We'll go into pictures. This did add 48 megapixel pictures. Let's see, where do we get that at? Oh, 48 megapixel shooting. I think I did do some samples of this, so I do have to turn off HDR first. Yeah, I remember doing this the last time. So we'll go ahead and focus toward the lake there, take a picture. So there it took a 48 megapixel picture. Yeah, it just keeps screaming at me on the app about the battery has a large deviation. I'm not sure. I'm guessing that's a bug or something, but so we'll turn off 48 megapixels, go back to HDR, switch it back to video, start recording. So this is a pretty good, like I've said in my previous videos, this is a pretty good flyer. We'll just take it out a little bit. I don't want to go too far. I feel like there's rain coming. It feels starting to get kind of chilly and there's a breeze picking up. It's not supposed to rain till tonight, like 11 a.m., but you know how those weather forecasters are. So everything looks good as far as the video quality. My FPV on my phone has never been really that great on this thing. It's always pretty choppy. So it's hard to tell what I'm actually looking at. But the video for the most part comes out pretty good. This has that internal storage, a 64 gig internal storage. I just want to do a quick test with the Zino Mini Pro this morning. I didn't think that I'd actually have any kind of weather to fly, so I didn't have anything charged. And then I saw that it wasn't going to rain till later, so busted out the Zino Mini Pro, charged out the battery, and then I found out it had an update, so went ahead and got that update installed. And now here we are. So I'll bring it back on this way. Again, I have this all in auto settings as far as the camera settings. HDR is on. So let me try out this new orbit feature that I think was introduced in version 1.3.8, which is one under this. This is 1.3.9. I'll go into orbit. So set the aircraft's current location as a point of interest. No. Click and set the point of interest on the map location. Oh, set the map location as a point of interest. Let's do that. Oh, okay. Okay, so you pick it on the map. Then hit execute immediately. You can change your speed. Oh, so I exit it.
Please be careful when flying.
Oop, let me go back in there. Orbit mode. Map point as point of interest. Next. And click on that tree. Yes. Execute. Okay, so it's doing an orbit right now. Let me pick that speed up. Let me hide this.
The battery has a large deviation. Please be
Okay,
careful
so am I
when
recording? Okay, I'm still recording.
The battery has a large deviation. Please be careful when flying.
So I can't adjust the gimbal.
The battery has a large deviation. Please be careful when flying.
Okay, so I guess that's the new thing with the orbit mode is you can go on the map and select the point on the map
The battery
as the
has
orbit
a large
point.
deviation. Please be careful when flying.
So I've got that tree as the orbit point.
The battery has a large deviation. Please be careful when flying.
So it does a pretty good job of orbit.
The battery has a large deviation. Please be careful when flying. The battery has a large deviation. Please be careful when flying.
Yeah, so I just wanted to do a quick test with the Zino Mini Pro
The
today.
battery has a
It's New
large
Year's Eve.
deviation.
Everyone
Please be
have a happy
careful
New Year.
when flying. The battery has a large
So on my screen, the
deviation.
FPV, the orbit
Please be
mode looks
careful
pretty
when
smooth.
flying.
So we will go ahead and stop orbit mode.
The
I'll go
battery
back
has
into
a
normal
large
mode.
deviation. Please be
Let's go ahead and bring it on
careful
back
when
this way.
flying. The battery has a large deviation. Please be careful when flying.
This was also supposed to, as far as the image quality, reduce the blue hues, I guess.
Please be careful when flying.
I guess I'll know when I actually get the
Battery has a
video
large
off of the...
deviation. Please be careful when
So there I just
flying.
tapped on the screen to focus more on the ground. So I guess I'll know when I get the actual video off the drone's memory, see how it looks.
The battery has a large deviation.
I mean, all in all, this drone does pretty good as far as video. You get some jello. It kind of looks like the... it's hard to tell from... It's got two mountain peaks there, kind of. It looks pretty level.
The battery has a large deviation. Please be careful when flying.
Changing that focus.
The battery has a
For that
large
exposure where it's...
deviation. Please be careful when flying. The battery has a large deviation. Please be careful when flying.
Yeah, this FPV is kind of choppy.
The battery
Especially the water.
has a large deviation. Please be careful when flying. The battery has a large
Yeah, I'm not sure what that
deviation.
battery has a
Be
large
careful
deviation.
when flying. The battery
I know it wasn't
has a
fully
large
charged when I took
deviation.
off. It was probably,
Please
well,
be
it said
careful
100%,
when
but
flying.
when I had it charging in the car, it was still blinking, so maybe it just
The battery
doesn't like
has
that
a
it
large
wasn't fully
deviation.
charged,
Please be careful when
or it could
flying.
be a bug with the new
The
firmware.
battery has a large deviation. Please
I
be
did try
careful
rebooting.
when flying.
That didn't seem to get rid of it.
The battery has a large deviation. Please be careful when flying. The battery has a large deviation.
So yeah, we'll see if that
Careful when flying.
image quality is any better, how the jello is. This is actually the second
The battery
firmware
has
update
a
since my
large
last
deviation. Please be
firmware update
careful
video. I
when
didn't do one
flying.
for 1.38, or did I? I can't remember. I think it was 1.37 I did a
The
video for
battery
it.
has a large deviation.
I don't.
Please be careful when flying.
So I'm about 1,400 feet out. I'm going to do a return to home.
The battery has a large deviation. Please be careful when flying. Return to home.
Hold down that function key to get rid of that beeping.
The battery has a large
So we'll see how return to home is. I do have my
when flying.
round landing pad, which these Zino drones seem to like better than the square.
Has a large deviation. Please be careful when flying.
So I just wanted to do a quick video with
The
this
battery has a large
Zino Mini Pro
deviation.
since
Please be careful
it's
when
not raining
flying.
yet. I figured I'd get out here and get some footage, test it out.
The battery has a large deviation. Please be careful when flying.
So far so good with this update 1.3.9, except for that
The battery
that
has
battery
a large
message.
deviation.
Kind of
Please be
concerns me.
careful when flying.
And I would like to get extra batteries for this, but Hubsan.com, they don't have batteries out of, well, Hubsan.com does. Hubsan US does not. They say everything is out of stock,
The battery has a large
which is kind of
deviation.
strange, but
Please be careful when flying.
yeah, I got the version with one battery, so.
The battery has a large deviation. Please be careful when
So let me go ahead and drop the gimbal down. See if we can find that landing pad. I know I'd turn search for parking apron on, made sure it was on.
when flying. The battery
Searching for
has a
parking
large
apron.
deviation. Please be careful
It's trying.
when flying.
Nope.
The battery has a large
Not gonna find it.
deviation.
It's way off. I don't know. Bring it on back to the closer to the apron here. There we go. Perfect. Well, I had to do that myself, but yeah. Anyway, there's the Hubsan Zino Mini Pro. This is the new firmware update, version 1.3.9. I do keep getting a battery deviation warning on my FPV. I'm not sure what that is. So yeah, guys, that's what you can expect with 1.3.9. I'll check out the video, the 4K 30 video in HDR, see how that looks, see if the image quality is any better with the reduced blue hues, I guess they said. So anyway, it's Brad from Circle the Drone. Take care. Thanks. Bye.